Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Iowa State Cyclones. The Cyclones will kick it away first. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Washington State's offense will get the first possession of the game. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in themselves.
The Cougars want to crank the tempo.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Here comes the offense on second down. Off play action. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating.
What a snag by the defense. Looking for more room. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense, picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Man, it's always wacky. There's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to pound their way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on second and goal. Trying to punch it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Trying to barge in. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They go to the ground. Tried to get them a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end. Washington State lines up quickly. The give to the back. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. Oh, what a move! He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Iowa State sending the offense back out. From the gun, the running back has it. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damage when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
To the air, it's Simmons. Makes a grab over the middle. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another stab before the quarter expires. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. 1st down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Washington State going quickly. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Cyclones decide to punt it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. They'll start this drive from the 42. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Got his man downfield. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Wazoo! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner is stopped. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Cougars want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw at Simmons. Slings it downfield. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes a connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They're bringing heat. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Give to the running back. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fakes the grab on the left. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. Washington State has it all working right now. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. Open space at the 25. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. On 1st and goal, let's see if Washington State can get it in. Back to throw, it's Simmons. And it's caught! Touchdown, Cougar!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Trying to get to it. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Finds him out of the backfield. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the catch. It's Marquez.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
No running back on the field. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. To the air, it's Irvin. Zings it complete to the right. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Get it out on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Play number 9 on this drive. He's looking to throw it. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Looking down the middle. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the ground with the back. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Cougars will kick it off to start the 2nd half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They'll open the 2nd half on the ground. Nice move there. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wants to throw. It's Irvin. Using the quick game. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stint in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this run.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handovers. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Well, they come up short. It's now going to set up 4th and 1. If I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm finding who's my biggest, most physical back, the guy that I can trust to get north and go get me this first down.
And so I'm bringing all the big bodies in on the defensive line, and I'm making sure I get a little bit of penetration so I don't let that big running back get downhill so he can fall forward, so he can get momentum going. Big-time 4th down and short coverage.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Clark. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They were trying to set up a screen. Instead, what they got was their quarterback putting paper and plastic and sack.
And how about the speed on defense with that rush, getting to the QB so quickly? You're not expecting to get home on a screenplay like that, but, man, the old saying, speed kills, and you saw it right there.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Runs through the tackle. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Washington State will have to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Rush. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Irvin. They're setting up the screen. Nice move to stay on his feet. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure. And big-time play by this defensive line, setting the line of scrimmage, getting the stop, forcing the fourth down. Now, I think I got a pretty good idea, Palmer, that, well, if you're calling plays, if I'm calling plays, well, really, if anybody's calling plays, I think you can bring.
A timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still... The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
A strike downfield. Running toward the tape. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Washington State. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 22 to Georgia. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Scanning the field, it's Irvin. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting into his.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They keep attacking through the air. This time he's got it.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finds his man enough for the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. No trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. We hit the 2-minute warning and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Looking to throw, it's Rivero. Got his man in the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion and they've got it at the 26. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete downfield. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle, it's Rush. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. It's complete! And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down, let's see what this is about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his big tight end. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Here we go with the run on 4th down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclone!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball